This shows you the other end of my so-called make-believe shaft, just to prove that it's more or less centered there. There's very little movement in it, and when we get to the other end I'll show you how I've kept it central. I said that this bit here fits into the larger hole in the shaft sleeve, thus centering it very nicely. Well, here we are back on the boat, going to try out my template for the Beta 20. Let's just see if it works, shall we? Take that out for the time being, shall we? We know it fits in nicely. Fits. Right, I think we've reached a reasonable point whereby I'm looking at the template now in situ. The bearers I've secured in with one decent bolt each at this end and one at the other end. The string denotes the bottom of the shaft, and as you'll see it's going through the center line of the template, and if I just move this plate, this string here, you'll see it moving at the front, so it's more or less parallel to all of that. A bit worried about where these holes are going to have to go here, because you've only got 70mm either side there, and you can see where the holes are going to go. They're going to go at 50mm, so there'll be 15mm up from the edge, and these are much tighter. And you'll see down the end there, it doesn't look to be on the bottom, but don't forget that, I don't know what you call it, hole is bigger than need be. And we'll go outside in a minute. I'll show you where the string is on the bottom of the cutlass bearing. So this is the bottom, as opposed to, we want the center line should be in line with the bearings. So now what will happen is we'll just lift them up on the flexible mounts. In theory, I'm now going to go and measure, because I think this is roughly where we're going to go to, make them back just a tad. I'm going to measure now what the length of the prop shaft we need. I'm not sure it'll pick it up, but just to prove the center line is correct, and you can see the cutlass bearing. You might not be able to do it on here, but let's see. So don't forget the board thickness will take me down a little bit lower, just in case. I think we're there. Stop recording. Anyway, looks like it's a finished product. I've done a close-up of the cutlass bearing through the gap down there, and all we're going to do now is drill holes in the wood template, and I've got the measurement for the new propeller shaft, an increase of something like 17 millimeters. Not much, but I can't move the engine back that much, so I have to live with it. Not that expensive. Anyway, the boat's a bit of a wreck, as you'll probably see. So I think that's about it for today. And all this lot down here. Right.